Subtraction. So this is your maths lesson for today. So if you are watching this, you should have already recapped identifying your numbers above 20 and forming them, please. And then you would have gone on to recapping shape, looking at the 2D and 3D shapes in the picture and naming the properties. So please make sure you've already done this and then move on to the main activity. So today we're going to look at subtraction, okay? So yesterday we looked at addition. We're just going to do a quick recap, see how much you remembered that. So when we are adding, well first, what does addition mean? Can you remember? Just tell your adult next to you. It's when we add two groups together and find the total. Okay, so when we are adding, does our number get bigger or smaller? It gets bigger because you are adding the number, so your number gets bigger. Brilliant. Can you show me an add sign with your arms? Okay, I'm going to show you mine. Add sign. Can you show me an equal sign? Super, straight lines. Brilliant. So we've got add, equals. So today we are going to look at subtraction. Okay. Does anyone know what subtraction means? Have a quick word with your adult. So subtraction means when we take a number away from another number, or you could take it from a group. So you are taking away, okay? And when we are subtracting, we still use symbols. So does anyone know what the subtraction symbol is? Show me with your arms again. Brilliant. So it's just a straight line, and we've got one here. Just a straight line. And then again, when we are subtracting, we also use equals. So just show me that one real quick. Brilliant. So we've got our subtraction and our equal sign. Okay, so when we are subtracting, will our number get bigger or will it get smaller this time? Have a little think and tell your adult. So our number is going to get smaller because we have a group and we are taking away from that group. So there's going to be less in there, so it gets smaller, okay? So we are going to do it very similar to the way we did it yesterday. So you are going to need some objects to subtract. I'm using my cubes again. So if you want to use what you used yesterday for addition, pasta shells, pom-poms, counters, anything you've got to use, pegs, things like that. So if you want to pause the video and go and get them, and then we can be ready for our subtraction, then just resume and we'll go on with that. So, like I said, we are doing the same as yesterday. We're going to start practically and then we're going to go on to looking at subtraction with numbers. So if you think that the practical isn't needed for your child, because some children are already writing with just numbers, you can pause it, move straight ahead and go straight to the number side. However, if you think you're going to start practically just to see where they are or just for the practice, that's absolutely fine too. So, today, what I have my number cards again. So I've got my subtraction sign and I have my equal sign, okay, for my number sentences. And today I have two cards and one says group 1, the other one says group 2. So I'm going to use these just to show you how we do subtraction. So I'm going to start off with just my cubes. Back a little bit. There we go. So first, I'm going to check how many cubes I'm working with today. So it's really important that we can count an irregular arrangement as well. So let's just double check what we're working with today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got 11 cubes today. So for my subtraction, I'm going to take a random group of objects. So just take a handful and put them on group 1. So this is where we're starting. We always start this side and our number sentence goes along. So first we're going to count how many cubes are in group 1, okay? So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. So we've got 6 cubes. So we are just going to practice taking away the number from the group. So I would like to take away 3 cubes. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 away. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. So I had 6 and I have taken away 3. So how many do I have left? We need to count this group. Can you count them with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. So I had 6. Take away 3 equals 3. Brilliant. So some children may need to just work on that and keep going with that. So if you want to just get your cubes again, pause the video, put some cubes out and just practice taking away so they can get used to that, physically taking them away and using the language of subtract, take away, equals. That's absolutely fine. However, we are just going to move on a little bit and I am going to introduce my symbols. So if you can all get a subtraction and an equals, that'd be brilliant. Just so we can see where a number sentence goes. So we've got our group 1, which is what we start with. And then we are going to take away into group 2, okay? And then we are going to find out how much it equals. So, I've got my group again and I'm going to randomly take some and pop them down. Okay, put another one else so they're not the same. Okay, so now we need to count our first group, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 cubes. I am starting with 8 cubes. And I want to take away 5, okay? So I'm going to subtract 5. So let's take 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. So now we have taken them away, we need to count how many are left. Okay, so we add 8, take away 5. Now let's count how many are left. 1, 2, 3. Super easy. So we've got 8, take away 5 equals 3. So what I'd like you to do is represent 3 at the other side. I'll just move this over. At the other side of your number sentence. Or if you want to, just like we did yesterday, you could put the number next to it so you can see both quantity and number. So we had 8, take away 5 equals 3. Brilliant. So what I would like you to do is pause the video and just have a go at putting the cubes on, taking them away, and then counting what is left and telling me the answer. So please pause the video and just have a go at that a couple of times until you think your child is confident, okay? So you might want to stay on this and not come on to the next part of the video, or if you think actually that was quite easy for them, I'm going to move them on, that's fine as well. So what we are going to do on the next bit is we're going to get rid of the cubes because we don't need them anymore, and we are going to get some number cards like we did yesterday, okay? So I've got lots of different number cards here just for my answers and representing the numbers. I'm going to take my groups away because we don't need them anymore either, and we're just going to work with the number sentence. So I've already made some number cards, okay, just so we can have some to work out. So your adult, if you could just write 3 or 4 number sentences on a piece of paper, and then you can, when you go off to your independent task, you can try some yourself. So here, my first one is, I'm going to work out, let's read it together. 5 take away 3 equals. So that's what I want to work out. So how many is going to be in my first group? Have a think. How many? It's going to be 5. So I'm going to find my number 5 in my cards. I've got a number 5 here and I'm going to put it down. So I've got 5. Take away. How many am I taking away? 3. Brilliant. So there's my number sentence. It's the exact same, but I've made it here. So 5 take away 3. So how you're going to do this without the cubes is very similar to how we did it yesterday. So what we are trying to do with the children now is we're practicing counting back from a number. So we can do it practically with cubes, now we need to start doing it mentally, okay? So we'll do the same as we did yesterday. So we have to look at the number at this side of the sentence. I'll show you my card. So we've got the 5. So we're going to put the 5 in our heads, okay? So pop it in, number 5, and we are taking away 3. So I want you to show me 3 fingers. Okay, so watch, we're going to put 5 in and take away 3. Remember, we are counting back. Yeah, so we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2. And I finish with my finger, so my answer is 2. Lovely. So if you go back to your number sentence, 5 take away 3 equals 2. Lovely, okay. Shall we try another one of them? Okay, so I'm going to change my number sentence this time. So we're going to have, here we go, 7 take away 4. So you're going to make your number sentence. Make mine really quick. And then we're going to work it out in our heads, okay? So let's pop, which number are we popping in our head? Number 7. So we're going to put 7 in our head and we're going to hold up how many fingers? 4. So let's pop 7 in our head, show me 4 fingers. And again, it's all about being able to count back. So let's go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So our answer is 3 again. So I'm going to finish my number sentence. 7 take away 4 equals 3. Marvellous. Okay, so what I would like you to do as an independent task now is I just want you to practice that activity today, because it's really important that the children are just practicing counting back. Because I know they can do it when we start counting together, but it's about doing it independently now in their heads. So your adult is going to make you some number cards just like these, okay? And then I want you to place them out just like I have and just practice counting back on the fingers. Now, if you do think your child is really, really confident with this and they are counting back really well, then you can take the fingers away and start doing it in your head. So if you are doing 7 take away 2, can they go 7, 6, 5 and know that they have to stop at 2 and know the answer is 5? Okay, so have a go at that. See how you get on. Don't forget to send me pictures so that upload into your dojo so that I can have a little look, give you some feedback. And another important skill is when you are doing them like this, if they are really good at them, is just write them out on your squared paper or any paper at home, okay? So our last number sentence was 7 take away 4 equals 3. We've worked it out really quick and I'm just going to jot it down on my paper. 7 take away 4 equals 3. Okay, just to get used to writing it in the squares and in a line. Yours is going to be much, much neater than that, okay? Okay, so thank you for coming on. If you need anything, just message me. I hope this helped and it made sense, and I look forward to seeing your pictures. So thank you very much for coming on. Bye.